beyond the hour.
Okay, we are driving to the Islam service. As you can see, we're on the highway. So, what do you expect to see there, Andre?
I honestly don't expect to see much, but I expect to see much because I heard it's like a huge thing on the website. They had like youth groups all the time, like 24/7. They have literally something is happening every day, which is sort of cool. I think it's actually gonna be like a legit temple. Maybe 3 acres of land, I don't know. But it's
gonna be big.
It's gonna be huge, yeah. And I expect it to be like a whole bunch of people there. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we will look forward to it.
Okay.
All right. All right, man. So, what do you think of the service?
I loved it. I mean, it was so just well put together. Everybody was honestly, everybody was the nicest people I've met ever.
Yeah. The head guy was incredibly friendly.
They're all really chill, and we actually couldn't take any video, so that's why we sort of have this interviewing section of this video. But we had at least 12 different questions or so, and it was really interesting everything we learned. From what I learned in world religions, though, nothing affected my views on what I learned today. Everything was pretty much the same, you know.
What about the whole woman thing, though?
That's what I learned from.
I mean, didn't you think before that women were kind of undermined and treated like crap?
In that religion, yes.
Yeah, but then this kind of changed your mind.
From all the stereotypes, on TV and movies, women are actually in this religion seen are equals or as have an equal relationship.
They're more
to
respected.
A man. Yeah, more respected. And,
yeah.
What other questions do we have? Oh, Jesus will come back as a prophet in the end of time and when the destruction of the earth.
Yeah.
And there will be a time where everybody
prospers, basically. Yeah.
And then Jesus will actually die, the physical Jesus, and shortly after, a gentle wind
will blow and everybody will die who are believers.
It's not like the rapture, though. Everybody just has to have a physical death in order to be in that religion. And then there would be a time on earth with sinning, perversion, and
some of the worst people
the Bible,
ever.
But not quite.
Yeah.
Then also, there was something that I found really interesting. Something about Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. They all have the same sort of views on heaven and hell.
Yeah.
Except what I noticed, I asked another sub-question about different levels of heaven and hell. He says the deeds you do on earth and will affect your decision. They're sort of like Mormonism, actually. It's there are so many different levels of heaven, and how you do on earth will affect that. But there are also levels of hell where the stuff that you do that's bad will affect you, I guess, you know?
Yeah,
like that.
Exactly.
And it's just really cool to think about it like that, I guess.
Yeah.
What other questions do you have?
I think there was one about. I'm trying to think. We asked about the man's role.
Yeah.
When they have a child.
And
but they have to be a good father. They have to take care of their child. Oh wait, no. A more important one was when the 4 things that they have to do when they have a kid. What happens is they have to whisper a prayer into their right ear.
Oh yeah, whisper the word of prayer.
Yeah, the word of prayer into the right ear is the first words that they hear. And then what they have to do is they have to give it a good name, a good name, honorable name.
like he said, some names are such as like names like rat and like something like dumb names, you know.
Yeah.
And
Great. You can't
so
depreciate the value of a child.
yeah, that's and what else?
And then they have to make a sacrifice or something to God, like a ritual, kind of like circumcision in Judaism.
Oh yeah.
I think what they do is, don't they have like a lamb or something and they cut it up into 3 different segments?
Oh yeah. You sacrifice 2 sheep for
sheep, yep,
for a boy
that's it.
and 1 sheep for a woman.
Yep. And then for the 4th piece, it was to make sure your child receives a good education.
And not just a spiritual, but like a secular, and
Yes.
like a academic education.
Yes, exactly.
And it's overall, it's just really good to see everything, like everything that they do. Also, the difference, there is no difference between a man and a woman's relationship. They're really, what was the analogy you had about like the ribs?
Oh, yeah.
The straining of ribs or something.
I can't remember what that analogy was.
It was about, okay, so...
Although he did talk about the difference of like how men don't really respond well with emotions or something, and women don't
yeah.
do well with logic.
So the obligations that a man has to a woman, it comes last. The obligations, because a woman goes through more pain when in child labor and everything. The child, or it's mother, father. I remember that.
Yeah,
It's
four
like-
4 different.
Yeah, 4 different obligations, and the father's last. And so that's another reason why how women have more respect, I guess.
Yeah. Essentially more power if
Yeah.
you think about it.
What was another question that we had?
Another question. Let's see. We got a lot of.
Oh, what language did they speak? They were speaking
Oh, yeah,
a different
Arabic.
language a lot
Arabic.
of the time.
Yeah.
And they were speaking Fusa,
Fusa Arabic.
Fusa
Yeah.
Arabic, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and they're part of the Sunni.
Yeah, the Sunni instead of the
Shia.
Islamic like religion, are they? And they're Orthodox.
Orthodox. Yep.
Orthodox, yeah.
They're Orthodox Muslims. Yep.
And I believe that is it, but I expected okay, I loved it. They didn't try to convert us. They were honestly the nicest people. I know I said that before. And so we stayed at the service for like 7 to like 8:30, and then we talked for like about 40 minutes with what do you call him, a pastor? Sat down with us, answered all the questions in like a back room. But I was really I understood why we couldn't like videotape, but it was a good time. There are huge sections of like the rooms in the is it temple? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, there were everything.
Yeah. The first one was kind of small, but then.
The first room was pretty big, right?
Yeah. The first one was kind of small, and then we walked into a pretty big room.
And the rooms were separated, like the men and the women in different rooms. Did you see that?
Yeah.
When we were eating, and they all eat on the floor. And also, what else? Oh yeah, right when we walked in, everybody was sort of getting settled in and praying to Allah, right?
Yes.
And it was actually really interesting because we joined in, and then the pastor, I guess, at the end was like laughing his head off. He was like, "You guys were great. You guys made my day and stuff," because we went along with everything. And I just I thought this experience was great. I learned a lot, and I'd be glad to do it again.
Yeah. Same.
That's
It's
it.
awesome.